Hi, today I'm going to go ahead and playtest the Priest. Out of all the specializations, I chose the Flame Acolyte because anytime you play an action card that deals damage, you get a draw card. Also, Torch, which is their basic attack, gives them 1 faith, deals 1 damage. Or they can spend 4 faith for Backdraft, which deals 5 damage and draws a card. Because it's a little more damage oriented, I'm only start with 18 HP.
And I chose the Assassin. The Assassin can play a power card in place of a speed card, which is part of its backstab. I get to deal 1 damage, and play 1 power and 1 speed card as part of the attack. It's actually Rogue's main mechanic. I can also discard 2 cards as a Swift to deal an extra 1 damage on my next attack. This is also a very offensive specialization, so it also only starts with 18 hit points.
Can't decide who goes first. We're going to do evens or odds. Evens will be me, odds will be Robert.
Dang, yo.
Alright, so I go first. So I'm going first, so I don't get to draw a card. I do start with my 5 faith. Let's see here. The way faith works is I gain 1 faith every turn, or if I use Torch, my basic attack, I also get an extra faith. Let's see here.
Oh, and at the start of the game, you draw 5 cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's your hand size.
So I'm going to spend 3 of my faith to cast Flame Torrent. Flame Torrent deals 1 damage that can't be negated, and has effect 3, deal 1 damage that can't be negated. Now since it's an effect 3, which means it lasts 3 rounds, I put 3 tokens on it. During my upkeep, at the beginning of my turn, I'll be able to take 1 of those away. Alright, next up is Robert.
Okay, so I get to draw a card since I'm going second. What I will do is I will go ahead and play a Poison Tip. Actually, I'm using Backstab, which I deal 1 damage, and I can play a power card and a speed card as part of the attack. So my power card has an effect duration of 3, and at each tick, I deal 1 damage. And this one just lets me draw a card, so I'll go ahead and do that.
Now he does 1 damage as his base, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to 17.
Alright, and my discard. Now effects stay out until the counters are all gone.
On his turn, I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 to Purge his Poison Tip, so I'm not hit with poison.
Nobody likes you.
And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Ember, which is an effect 3, deals 1 damage. So that was all on his turn. On my turn, I gain a faith. These both tick down, so 2 damage to him.
I will dodge one of it.
Since they're 2 separate attacks, he can only dodge 1 of them. Now, since he played that defense card, means he can't defend against any other attacks this turn. Okay. I am going to go ahead and actually use my Torch to gain 1 faith and deal 1 damage. Now it's his turn.
Draw my card for the beginning of my turn. Man, they really want me to do this. Alright, I guess I will use my action to play Bag of Tricks, which I draw 5 cards from.
Now at the end of every turn, you have to discard down to 5 cards if you have more than 5 cards. So he will have to discard now. So really the rogue, a heavy part of it is being able to curate your hand to get the cards you want in your hand. So like cards like Rush, why they seem weaker, part of their purpose is they're cards you can discard for more valuable cards.
Okay, so I'm discarding a Bag of Tricks, Weaving Advance, Cat's Reflexes, and Reeling Advance.
Weaving Advance against my dot build?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Ouch.
You know what? Actually, I take that back. That's a very good point. I'm actually discarding another Cat's Reflexes. Whatever.
Okay. My turn.
Yep.
2 damage.
Yep, I know.
Card. Gain my faith.
I'm going to dodge, so I only take 1.
I'm going to go ahead and use 3
Ugh.
to do 5 damage to his face. Judgment is 5 damage, 3 faith. It's a pretty straightforward card. One thing that I forgot for Judgment and the card before was when I played Flame Torrent, I should have drawn a card because of my power. So, oops. Your turn.
Drummer Curd.
You down to 9 already?
Yeah, I'm down to 9 already. Alright. Hidden Shadows, which is a Swift, lets me draw 2 cards. Hidden Shadows, which is a Swift, let me draw 2 cards. Okay, so there are those. And then I will use
I just want to say it looks like I'm at a huge advantage right now, but he just has the perfect hand, so I feel like the pain's about to come.
Huh?
Go.
Oh, well, I guess what we'll do is I will use Weaving Advance along with Poison Tip. These are both effects.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. And
Okay.
then it's your turn.
Okay. These both tick down. This one is his Weaving Advance negates 1 damage from all attacks. Flame Torrent bypasses negation, so he still takes the 1 from that, but he does stop the Ember damage. Okay. I gain 1 faith. I'm going to go ahead and Flame Strike you. Deals 2 damage, and I gain another faith. And I
Okay.
get to draw a card because of my Flame Acolyte power.
No, actually, I'll dodge it.
Okay. Now it's his turn.
Tick.
Oh, I have to discard
Tick.
down.
Poison Tip deals 1 damage to you. Dang, yo, dang. Okay, well, guess what I'll do is I will actually go ahead and play a Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiend is an ally, which means it's like other effects except it stays out and rather than reducing 1 counter every turn, it most of the time will have a way to remove the counters or sometimes gain a counter. Go ahead and explain what Shadow Fiend does.
Shadow Fiend, as a Swift, I can remove 1 counter to negate 1 damage, or I can remove 2 counters to kill an ally card. Remove, I guess, is the proper term.
So if there's 1 ally in this deck, Protector. If I had it out, his Shadow Fiend could immediately kill it.
And once it reaches 0 counters, it's removed from play. So, there we go. That was my turn, though, because that was an action. So it's your go.
Okay. Gain a faith. Draw a card. This game is not liking you.
It's not, is it?
I'm going to go ahead and Judgment you again.
I will prevent 3 of it. Put me down 6. Thank you, Shadow Fiend. My turn?
Yes.
Tick. 1 damage. Draw a card. Meh. Whatever. Okay.
Don't forget you do have your power attack.
I know. Trust me, I know. Well, I guess what I'll do is I will play a Reckless Strike and Cat's Reflexes. So, since this is an effect, boom. Reckless Strike adds 3 damage to my attack, but it gives me an effect that makes me take extra damage. Cat's Reflexes, I have to discard a card, which is going to be Rush, but I get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I'm also going to use Hide and Shadow. 1, 2. Okay. That was my turn. Now I have to discard down.
It's actually a pretty good turn for him to Reckless Strike. I didn't have any faith, so he knows I can't hit him with a big attack.
Goodbye, Rush.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I gain a faith. Draw my card. I'm going to go ahead and torch you for 2 damage,
Tick, tick.
because Reckless Strike.
Okay, my turn?
I have to discard a card.
Okay.
I'll get rid of Purge.
Okay. Tick 1 damage. Whatever. Okay. And then these both go to my discard. Draw my card for the turn. That's not what I wanted, but whatever. I will actually go ahead and swing in with a Weaving Advance and a Poison Tip.
I'm going to go ahead and spin 1 to Protection, Divine Protection.
Ah.
What Divine Protection does is effect 2, negate 1 damage from all attacks. So I can negate 1 damage from his attack right now, and then next turn when his Poison Tip goes off, I'll still be able to negate it. Okay.
Alright, that was my turn.
You get a faith. Draw a card.
Decisions.
I'm going to go ahead and torch. It deals 0 damage because it's Weaving Advance, but I still get a gain of faith. So it's his turn now.
Tick, tick. Nothing, because you blocked it. Like a big jerk face. Big old jerk face. What do you have, 9?
Correct.
I will go ahead and use Kinetic Memory.
Kinetic Memory is any power or speed card he plays this turn will return to his hand when it would normally be removed from play.
Swinging in with Reckless Strike and Slice. And I'm going to use my power attack to discard 2 cards, deal +1 damage on my next backstab.
So how much damage total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. I'm going to go ahead and do a second Divine Intervention. It's a different turn, so I can play another defense card. I'll just take down the one last time. So I negate it by 2. So you did 6 damage?
Yes, you take 4.
So I'll take 4. Takes me down to 5.
Now I'm keeping Kinetic Memory out here to remind me to pick Reckless Strike back up when it goes away, which I already picked up my power. Slice. But that was my turn, so it's your go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We had a camera issue, so we're going to take off where we left off.
So
It was
he
your
just
turn.
attacked me. I got down to 5 HP. I gained my faith. These both tick down. And I draw my card. I'm going to use my first faith for Lingering Flame. Lingering Flame is one of my rares. It has effect 1, deal 1 extra damage. And since it's effect 1, it's going to last until the beginning of my next turn. So it'll affect my attack and this turn and any dots I have next turn. So it's effect 1. So now I'm going to go ahead and spend my last 3 faith on Flame Torrent, which deals 2 damage because it's Lingering Flame, 3 damage because it's Reckless Strike. And then next turn, it'll do 2 damage. So he's at 1 HP, so he has to kill me this turn.
Okay, that ticks away, goes back to my hand. This goes away. Poison Tit doesn't do any damage because it's lingering whatever.
My
Divine
Divine
Protection. Draw my card for the turn. And then I will swing in with another Reckless Strike and Slice.
Which is how much damage?
Not enough. It's going to be 5 damage total.
-1. So it takes me down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now my turn. These both tick down for 2 damage.
Nobody likes you.
So as you can see, it was a really close game. We both ended about 1. We've been playtesting this for about 2 years now, and about 90% of the games end up that close, or at least within 3 to 4 points. So today we showed you the Priest and the Rogue. As you can see, he used most of his deck. I used very little.
Very little.
Very little comparatively.
Comparatively. Oh look, 2 cards that would have killed you if I would have drawn them. How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
So thank you all for watching. We're also going to be doing a couple more videos. Thanks.